Hello friends and welcome back to RimWorld, where Eric's busy repairing the walls in the kill box. Per is recovering in hospital. Sugar is having a bit of a snooze. Evo just mooching around down here, bringing back some rice by the looks of it. Fantastic. We do have a hell of a lot of animals down in the southern end of the base here that have found their way in during the... Actually, yes, I would like you to repair those. Thank you very much. During the raids of late. And they're just sort of mooching about, and they're probably all going to die of starvation because there's no bloody food in here for them. Although there is a hole in the wall here. They can actually leave. But convincing a muffalo and or horses and or what have you that maybe you should leave, please. It's not something that you can really do that easily, you know? They don't understand English, so it makes it a little bit difficult. But hey, at any rate, we should be able to go and hunt them if we really want to. Okay, so we're struggling at the moment. We have been knocked down to a shadow of our former colony. 10 people now remain. Are there any jobs that are really dangerous at the moment, aside from medical, which is very dangerous? Let's see, we've got 2 wardens, we've got 2 animal people, we've got 2 cooks, we've got 3 people who can do repair, deconstruct, and construct. We have 4 people who can work on plants, which is probably a little bit much. And so as a result, you know what? Eric, do you... Oh, no, Eric, you're really good at it, mate. Everyone can do drilling, plant cutting. We've got drugs, that's fine. We've got 2 people that can do fabrication. And then down in this neck of the woods, there's a bit of a scattershot approach going on down here. So what we might just do is toggle back on all of these little bits and bobs. Just like so. And we want to run in... Actually, no, you don't do crafting. Do we want to run in manual mode for a while? Automatic mode like this? Or, nah, we'll leave it like this. Because I do want to get that research pumping, which means that Giggles won't be able to do any fabrication and stuff, but I think that's okay. I think we've got enough people to be able to do what we need to do. Ideally, we need to keep some research going, because the very big thing that I want to achieve is to get ourselves... a spaceship. Now, we can probably start doing that. What do we have in the ship department? We've got a computer core, which needs gold, which is a big problem. But we can probably buy some from a trader of some description at some point. So let's go ahead and boom like that. Relations are dipping across the board. That's not the greatest, but it is definitely a thing that we can manage. So we're going to start off with our doobly what's it, and we're going to have some structural beams that come down like this. It's going to take a while to get all of this done because the components that are required to make all of this happen. Sebex's shack of supplies, a revolver and a great bow. No thank you. Hay grass died from rotting. Not a problem. Not a problem. We're not going to replant that, and we're not going to replant that. Has this been all harvested? It has. So let's toggle this light off and these heaters. We do not need those at this stage. We do have a mad yak, however, which is going to... Uh-oh, bowler. Inside, mate. You can probably turn your run and gun back on as well. And if you'd like to come in, let's make sure that no one else is outdoors. You're okay? Oh, you're okay. Okay. Let's just stick with bowler. No, that's silly. Let's wake everyone up. Defensive positions. I'd rather not have a silly accident, right? If we have the ability to take care of this yak, we may as well do it the proper way. Okay, good. See? Easy. Quick and easy. Everyone can go about their business. Everyone's looking pretty happy at the moment, which is good, except for the fact that they're all going to be ate without table now, although that will be offset by the fact that they've just eaten a very lovely meal. Positive vibes times 8 is going to be helping us. We are not restless because we've been raiding. We also have some negative vibes and a bunch of sadness about... Giggles, you've got the wrong bedroom again, have you? Okay, well, let's reassign you back down to this one. Boom. And that should fix you up momentarily. Bowler, how are your needs? Lavish meal, restless, disturbed sleep, ate without table, lumpy, minor pain. Okay, so we've got a couple of people that are a bit upset about people dying. Has anyone lost anyone near to them and dear to them? Bear died, yes. Ratty apparel. What is ratty about your apparel? It's your marine armor. Okay. Sugar, pop down here for me, please. If you... No, it's okay. We can just strip it off you, and then what we can do is once you've dropped that, we'll go ahead and get you to, if you want to haul this urgently, and then ideally we should be able to prioritize hauling. There you go. And then once that's in the stockpile, I'll get you to go ahead and do the recycling task. All right, great. Need material. What do we need to recycle? Hello. Make a mending kit. Recycle. Sorry, I don't want to recycle. I want to. Silly man. I want to repair. So let's go ahead and mend your armor. Bring it back up. A Timberwolf is hunting Evo. That is unfortunate. Where is it? That's not it. It is... Oh, good. It's inside the base. Okay, Evo, you might want to recruit up here, mate, and then step back a little bit and run and gun. And just circle kite it. Great. Come on. Good work. Okay, so Sugar, did you repair that armor? You did. If you would like to put that back on again, that would be fantastic. Let's move through everyone else's needs. So you're okay and you're happy about being married. You're sad about Sale dying. Don't worry, so am I. And you're an underground outdoors, but you are set to indoors. So where are you outdoors that should be? You were out in the... Okay. That's totally fine. Billy, you're okay. Sad about Lumpy and your fiance Sale. That is understandable, but you do have some catharsis, so that should keep you ticking along. We've got some negative vibes on Giggles. We've got some friend Lumpy died. Observed corpse. Yes, that's bad. Bear died. Okay. My friend Gizzo died and Clav. That's sad. And yes, so there's a lot of people upset. Oh, not again. Not again. Okay, let's just postpone them for the moment. And we'll see what we can do about getting a bit more of our kill box repaired. A medium psychic droner is not what we need right now, and we do really desperately need this to be reconnected to power, guys. This is pretty bad. So, Eric, I'm sorry to wake you, but could you do that power conduit? And that one's okay. And that power conduit and that power conduit. And then this cooler. I need those all done because we need to bring this all back online. Why do we not have any power there? Is it because it's not connected to the grid? It most certainly is. That is pretty bad, actually. So let's bring that out and then bring that through, and that's all already connected. Okay. Eric, I need you to just build anything out here that you can, mate. There should be a bunch of steel floating about for you to be able to do what you need to do. Shit. Okay. Who else? Who else can do construction for me? I mean, look. Per's right here. Could you please do this and construct power conduits for me, mate? Like, we need these cannons online, it's true, but I do desperately... Where'd he go? Per? Hauling steel. Okay, great. Great. Let's let him take care of that, although we do need to watch his his mood, because he is starting to look like he's going to break shortly. So we'll just keep an eye on him. The visitors are leaving. That's a shame. I probably could have traded with them, but you know what? We got bigger fish to God and Bennett. Why the hell did you manage that, huh? Why? There's a granite wall and a power conduit in there that we really do need to build, Per. But hey-ho. So, Per, let's get you to deconstruct this, and then if you could... That's fine. We'll do that in a moment. All right, if you could prioritize this for me, please. And did the power conduit get done? It did. And are the coolers on? They are. And is the temperature in here good? No, it's 2 degrees. We are facing down an infestation, but we should be able to get this this done relatively quickly, and we will be okay. So what's missing for these? That's okay. That needs some uranium. That's okay. And that needs some plasteel and uranium. Okay, we're out of time. It's time for Vivian to come and raid us. We're going to have to reject this. They're asking for 20,000 silver, which we do not have. They're coming at us... Uh-oh. Oh. Okay, well, that's totally fine. Couldn't ask for more. Couldn't ask for more. A bunch of maddened bears is totally fine. Let's all get our way back to the base here. Hopefully these bears should be able to take out more than a couple of them. So there's 2 I can see that have already been knocked. Victor, how are you looking? What are you? You're a fisherman and a stoner. My goodness me, what the hell was that? Whatever it was, it's very pink and purple and farty. And that's totally fine. Okay, one bear remains. Kirk is firing into his friends, which is always hilarious. Her friends, pardon me, judging by the eyes on that model. Okay, yes. All right, so they have taken a good amount of knocks, and they are now coming to get us. Our people are inside. I am going to move them around a little bit and then redo sugar. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, no, that's not what you need to be doing. Binging on Psychite. Okay, well, if you feel like snapping out of it, that'd be great. What was explosion? Jenny, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you utter... Oh, you absolute jerkhole. It looks like they're going to come in through the hole in the bottom of the base here, which I'm pretty upset about. One of them did decide to come through the top of the base, which I'm happy about, and is now completely and utterly dead. Let's see what we can do. How do we lure these people in? Because at the moment, they're going to come down here and start smashing up heaters and things, which is a little unfortunate because we still haven't managed to fix that goddamn wall. Which way are you guys going? And what are you casting? I can see you casting something crazy over and over again. Attacking pod launcher. Okay, I don't know if you're going to be able to do that, but good luck trying. Bucky seems to be going in that direction. Oh dear, Nelson has made it through and has decided to run. Fleeing in panic. Okay. And Jenny, what are you doing? Are you fleeing in panic as well? Okay, Bucky's fallen down. Let's see. What's happening to you? Death in 4 hours. Okay, you're a psychopath. I'm not sure if I want you. Why are you guys falling over? Blood loss severe. Okay, that makes sense. Now, you are a shadow, and I would very much like to capture you, because, of course, I would. Do I want to bring a psychopath on board? And do you have anything that... I mean, bloodlust is fine, right? No empathy, suffering of others, blah, blah, blah. Good shooting. Good shooting. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take you. And has anyone else fallen over that we can go and rescue? It looks like Victor is still alive, but is going to bleed out in 1 hour, so the likelihood of us getting to them is very minimal. These guys are going to punch their way out through that wall, which is very, very frustrating. And Jenny, how are you doing? What are you? Abrasive, schizoid, bisexual. That's totally fine. Let's let the rest of these people go about their business, and those two as well, and we can go and do some... hang on, did I have someone queued to... Who are you capturing? Bucky. And was it Truge? Yes, Truge, I need you to capture Nika. And we'll get those back in. Hopefully Giggles will be able to look after them and patch them up. But hey, that was a pretty reasonable raid, all told. The fact that these guys just, bled out due to a bunch of bear scratches, pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. Nika, okay, Kane, you can go about your business. Bucky, how you doing? Death in 1 hour, and Nika 0.8. Well, Nika, Giggles, prioritize tending to Nika. Nope, no medicine. Just do it. Just do it. See if you can bring her around. 0.7. Scratches, bites, and scratches. Death in 1 hour. I mean, it's really frustrating that this was on the floor here. And you couldn't just use that instead of me forcing you to do it without medicine, but hey-ho. 0.9 over here. Let's see if we might be able to get both of them. Okay, great. Now tends to Bucky without medicine. Oh, I see. So Erica's going to come and try and feed Bucky, but Bucky, we need you to live. Erica's going to feed them. Very nice. Okay, Bucky. So you can be recruited, and you can be recruited, and we've now got a shadow in Potentia. I don't know if we're going to be able to keep them, but we're certainly going to try. I can hear some gunshots going on, which means that, yeah, there's a bear that's managed to make it all the way over to the base after being attacked by these people. And I find that very funny, quite frankly. Very, very funny indeed. There's a whole bunch of free bear meat over here too, which we can totally have, and a bunch of weapons, which really... I probably shouldn't even bother hauling these things in, should I? Should I? We can haul that. Do I just want to... You know what? Fake it. Let's just forbid these human corpses that are over here, because they're far enough away that I don't need to worry about it, and their weapons. Forbid all of those. There's something else under there that's a weapon of some description that's normal quality. And you know what? We can bring the bears in, or do we need to? Let's have a look. How are we doing? That's not what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. Yeah, we could probably do with a bit of bear meat. So I'm going to leave that tagged up to bring in. And I can hear some repair work going on down in here. That is totally fine. I might want to make that allowable, and that should be fine. And this can be repaired. And ideally, what I really want is to... I mean, if I cancel that out and rebuild it, is that going to do what it did last time? Where by telling people that I need it to be rebuilt and then doing that, then we can say, hey, Eric, what are you doing? Standing, repairing. I mean, repairing is fine. That's totally fine, because we do need this. And then resting. Okay, we'll have to wait for Per to come back online before we can see what's going to happen next. Ideally, I very much would like to see this goddamn wall replaced. Anytime now. Anytime, Per. Are you going to do it? Repairing slate wall. Okay, let's check this repair stuff. Let's see. Repair. I just want one person repairing, guys. How's that? All right, Eric and Evo, I want you guys to be doing... Okay, that's not ideal. I want you guys to be constructing things more often than not. Making Psychite tea times 4. Hauling steel times 12. Okay. Cooking 4 lavish meals, that's necessary. All right, what about you, Eric? What are you going to do? So you're going to consume a lavish meal. That's totally fine. I'm happy with that. I think we should probably get some cleaning underway here as well. Building a roof. Okay, that's totally fine. And now you are hauling granite blocks to stockpile. Really, Oh, okay, someone else has been doing it. It's probably Per. No, it's Eric. Great. Eric and Per, thank you so much for repairing that. It makes me feel a lot better. And in fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to deconstruct these 2 doors, and then we'll put some slate walls in there. I might even destroy these heaters, although it might be nice to just leave them sitting there. Ooh. Let's grab that. It might be nice to leave them just sitting there because, okay, that's not good. That's also not good. It might be nice to leave those heaters sitting there because it will be a nice tasty target for people to come and attack it. So let's go ahead and leave those. We'll let this be a bit of a honeypot for people to come in and go, ha, I'm going to break your heater. And then that'll spread them out even more before they then eventually come back and try and get into the top of the kill box. Won't that be delightful? Now, how are we doing up here? Are we still bingo on power? We certainly are, but that's because of the solar flare. And as a result, we won't be doing any drilling today, which is a shame because we do desperately need to get a whole whack ton of resources so that we can start building our spaceship and GTFO. My hunch is that we're going to put an engine either side of the bottom end of this, and then we'll have, I mean, we only need 5 caskets, cryptosleep caskets around the sides of this. We might need to put some wings on it as well, but we'll see how we go. We should be able to build ourselves a rudimentary spacecraft. I mean, what happens? Let's see, ship. Cryptosleep casket, pause. So that's where we're going to put it, right? We can't place it yet because we need the structural beam. So if we put one there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that gives us enough space at the bottom to put the two engines hanging off the bottom of this guy. Alternatively, we could do a little something like this and this, and make a big old plus-shaped spacecraft. That might be a good idea. I mean, we do need an absolute shit ton of steel, plasteel, and advanced components and whatnot, but hey. Inspiration, social activity on sugar. Okay, so Sugar, what I might just do for you is, I mean, it's not fully doobly-doo, but I'm just going to get you to have a 9 in that, and if you'd like to talk to Nika, prioritize talking. So it's not inspired recruitment, but it is inspired chat. So 16.2 is her current resistance. Sugar asked Nika about her medical skill. Very nice. Or is this going to make her more socially? 15.4. Okay, that's okay. She's all good with Larry Lester, who's unfortunately dead. She's Billy's acquaintance, and pretty good. Not too bad. Not too bad. They still hate our guts, but we should be able to bring them around. Okay, let's clean up a bunch of this stuff. And speaking of cleaning, we really do. Oh my god, how are there 2 yaks in the base here, guys? For Pete's sake. And they're just shitting everywhere. And this has been broken again. And where are the rest of these animals? You know what? Let's just hunt all of these guys. Because, quite frankly, I'm sick to death of having these animals actually cancel that one. I'm sick to death of having these animals in my base. Just go and murder them. Whoever feels like doing that. I mean, is there anyone who's even set to hunt at the moment? No, there's not. But it's going to have to be Giggles. Giggles, have fun murdering some yaks, my friend. Because, actually, hang on. Here's what we're going to do. Because I'm so sick of this, everyone come down here. Let's get them all in. Let's get them all in. What the fuck was that? What? What? I'm hearing something... Oh... Huh? What am I hearing here? Oh. Okay. So elks can... Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Because here's what we're going to do. Drafted hunting is where? Drafted hunt. Hello. Great. Great. Would have been nice not to destroy that shelf, but hey-ho. Alright, let's go and get these little blighters out of my base. We've sealed the place up, so we should be able to take care of this relatively quickly. We just need to, like, roll around, do a little bit of shooty shoots, kill a rat, get it, get it, get it. Thank you. And down here, there's a bun in here that we can take care of. Hello, Mr. Bun. Goodbye, Mr. Bun. And then down south here, there should be a bunch of horsies and another caribou. And 2 caribous, as a matter of fact. So let's go ahead and take care of these guys. Great. Great. Fantastic. Are there any more animals shitting up my base? No? No. Okay. Go about your business, everyone. Let's let you get back to work, and hopefully we can get on top of rebuilding all of these bloody bits and bobs that have been broken, and get on top of the cleaning. That'd be real nice. Eric, do you want to actually do that as a thing that we can do? And then we'll clean this room, and then we'll clean this room, and then we'll clean this room. That'd be nice. And the hospital, if you would be so kind. And this room, if you would be so kind. So there's a lot of cleaning to do. It shouldn't take you too long to do it. I hope. I hope. And let's unforbid that door. We want that to be rebuilt. This is not really a room, but because the door was open... Oh, dearie me. Okay, well, I mean... It's fine. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Maybe we should have repaired that door first. Okay, cool. So, thankfully, that cloth that was sitting on the shelf there didn't get destroyed. And let's repair that block. A combat supplier is passing by. What was it called? Non-linear. Oh, Evo has reached level 20 in cooking in their marine helmet, where it will appear in future colonies as the Michelin star-studded marine helmet. Beautiful. I love it. Okay, cool. Who's got some more social? It was Bowler. No, it was boop boop. No, Warden. Boop boop. Billy. Hey, Billy. Do 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 do. Honey, honey. Go sell them some shit, mate. I mean, if we actually had some more weapons, it'd be ideal that we could sell them. You know, maybe sell them the miniguns. But what do you guys have that I may want? I'd be happy to... Wow, $14? It's not really worth selling, is it? But I will sell you some Molotovs and frag grenades. I hate those things. They do cause more trouble than they're worth. We will definitely not sell Archer's Thrombo. You can have these flak vests, thank you very much, and a steel helmet. We're going to be making marine helmets momentarily. I do still have one shield belt, which is great. And do you have any raw materials in the form of steel or plasteel? No. You do have a couple of components, but that's not necessarily something that I want right now. Okay, thank you, goodbye. Now, There we are. There's a little bit of silver for us, so let's haul that in. And let's see. Ideally, what I would like to achieve next is I would like to see... sugar is no longer inspired. That's totally fine. What I'd like to see next is... Oh, that's handy. Man, Sugar is constantly getting these go frenzies. And I'm here for it. All right, you can just smash around and do some amazing work, and I'm really happy for that. How are we looking on our builds through here? We're green. We just need to make advanced components for which we require gold, and at the moment we do not have any gold whatsoever. Truge, can you clean this room? Is the door fixed? This. Can you clean this room for me, please? And then this one, and then oh my god, there's so much meat. Right. What about if I say that we want a new zone for stockpile, and that can go here, and then pause. So this storage stockpile zone I'm going to copy, and then I'm going to paste that here because this room is negative 23, and I'll set this at normal. So everything that doesn't fit into the regular doobly-doo, we can shuffle it out up there and hopefully keep all of this meat fresh. Maybe I should have not butchered that many animals, but hey, here we are. Okay, non-linear industries is disappearing. That's totally fine. We've got some corn that is going up there, which is less than ideal. I'd prefer this meat to be moved. So maybe if we can haul urgently on this meat, and this meat, and this meat. There's a lot of different types of meat in here. That's totally fine. And, excuse me, double-click those. No, haul urgently, and these two, haul urgently. Okay, if someone could just move those up, I'd rather not waste all of this meat, if you would be so kind. And that should be okay. That should be good. Good. Wow, we're almost out of eggs. Almost out of eggs. We'll keep our eyes peeled, though. If we spot a trader that's got a couple of chickens, then we can restart our chicken slash, our animal-based activities, which I think would be good. Kane, could you clean this room, and then clean this room, and then clean the main area? I can't quite understand how it's still so dirty. Oh, I see, because I told Truge to go and clean it, and then she went on an insulting spree. Fair enough. Evo, new skill for you. Let's get that cracked into Shadow Bolt level 2. Fantastic. Okay, and what else do we need to worry about? Well, that's about it for this sort of thing for the time being. We've got some plasteel coming up, although this has been toggled off, and I'm happy to toggle that back on again because we need it for our starship components. This one has been exhausted, so we can deconstruct that. And then up here, we've got some uranium coming in. I'm not sure if we really need that much uranium, but I'm happy to do it. This gold has been exhausted, so let's deconstruct that. And then up here, this one it's still touching a few, but what we might do is just reinstall it up a couple of notches to get a little bit more. And how we're looking here, there's one tiny little piece of plasteel underneath that, so let's just ignore that for the time being. The archelium up here I'm going to ignore for the time being because, quite frankly, we have a much bigger fish to fry. So we're on top of food. That's great. How are we doing up here? Yes, quite a good deal of meat in here. And that should all... I mean, it's going to suck if we do get a bug attack in here and they come and eat all of my food. But, hello. Hey, Truge. Oh, you're not really that useful. Sugar, do you want to do a drafted hunt for me? Because somehow... we've managed to get a raccoon in here, and I don't want a raccoon in here. So if you could... Oh, I see. Well, that's not going to work, is it? How about you just come and melee attack this raccoon to death? It should be relatively simple. There you go. Well done. We're level 14 in melee as well. Nice. Are there any other animals in here? No, it's green. The only other animals that I can see, there's a bear over here, there's a couple of squirrels and shit, but nothing that we really need to worry about. And oh my god, look at all the blood that's out here, huh? Fantastic. All right. Now, aside from kind of stabilizing our little power slide there, what should we try and achieve today? Well, getting a few of these ship chunks built, or these ship parts built, is definitely one thing that we need to worry about. The gold is a limiting factor. Down here, we're missing plasteel and steel and components, but we do have the advanced components, so that's totally fine. Per is no longer having a go frenzy, which is okay. That is okay. I wonder, can we force the hand here? Per, we need steel. Okay, we can get some steel. That's plasteel. We can get some steel, and we can do that. You know what? We've got one, which is here, right? It's got some steel. If we want to, there's our ship engines taken care of. Oh, plop! I need a actually, I need a reactor in here somewhere. So let's cancel this one out. We are going to need helping Sevexa protect magical artifacts. I'm sorry, Sevexa, but it's really probably not something that we can do right now. Now, if memory serves, the reactor is like 3 by 3, right? So if I go 1, 2, 3, and I plop this here, and then the ship engines, I'm going to place those here and here. I think we need 2. I think we only need 2. I hope we only need 2, otherwise we're not going anywhere anytime soon. Okay, cool. This is starting to like resemble those guys from Multiwinia or Darwinia, which is that's kind of cute. That's fine. What do these need? Uranium, advanced component, steel, plasteel. Okay, so it's super in-game stuff, right? And it's something we don't have a lot of. All right, 396 uranium. I'm happy turning the uranium drill off for the time being. That's fine. That has been deconstructed. That's good. And let's go ahead. We've made sure that this steel drill is up and running. But what I might also do is... hello. Oh, I see. I see. I am a silly person. Don't worry. Let's bridge around... like... bring it up in and... oh, that's so hideous. Let's go up and across like that. That'll be fine. And then this way, let's sort of come around like this and around the ship. Around the ship. So yeah, by building the ship, I've broken all of my power down here, which is not the best. But that's okay. We can fix that relatively simply. And relatively quickly, one would hope. Providing we have enough steel, which we don't. God. Okay, can we... Per, can you just... no, we need steel. Alright, have we plopped some steel into any of these? We have 36. There's 150 there. How about if we just temporarily cancel this, and then there's some steel. And then if you want to come and do this power conduit for me, because that should do... and then we'd also do this. And that'll reconnect the scanner so that we can find more steel, so that we can drill more steel. And Bob's your uncle. Then we can build a copy of this back to there, and boom. And actually, you know what? Let's just select similar here. Grab this and that, and then deconstruct those because they don't need to be there, and that can be deconstructed as well. Good. Okay, great. That should tidy things up. Oh, and there's a little piece there that we can... okay. Power conduit, deconstruct. Good. Yeah, the ship doesn't technically need to be attached to our network, but we can attach it, and we can use the generator on the ship to keep us chooching along, should we wish to. Okay, so now that this is back up and running, let's have a look up here, and yes, that's where we want to drill. So we want another steel drill that can go, where are we? Production, deep drill, right about there, and we can hook that up with a power cable that can go like that. Totally fine. I mean, it's disgusting. It's a completely... I've basically given up on the layout of my base right now. At the moment, all I'm caring about is let's stay the hell alive until we can get our ship built. What happens if I do that? Is that worthwhile? Is that a silly thing to do? Cockroach Slayer's old ruin complex. Don't think we're going to do that, but thank you very much. Okay, and what else do we need to worry about? Gold. We desperately need gold. How are we going to fund a purchase of gold? Well, we've got 4,926 silver, and we've got a couple of bionics we could sell on. What else would people be willing to pay money for? Well, I mean, we've got some slaves. If I were to set Bucky as just a reduced resistance, because Bucky is not super duper necessary, I gotta say. If we look at her bio, look, she's got good shooting. And you know what? Actually, screw it. No, you're coming on board, mate. Let's recruit you. We'll bring her on board. And actually, could someone come, maybe not you, Trudge, Borg, could you come and clean this room for me? Because at the moment, this barracks is awful. So if we can tart it up a little bit, it might make these guys feel a little better. I mean, there's a plant here and everything. Okay, good. And how are you guys doing? That's Eric. Hello. Negative vibes ×2, unsightly environment, lavish meal, good, somewhat impressive Barrett, ratty apparel, okay, cool. Ideally, I would love to get some marine armor for them, but sadly, last episode, sadly, when we've lost people, I have then not tried to, recover their gear because, if we were to do a mend, when you mend apparel, mend complex. Repair complex weapon. Okay. Do forever. And then details. So what sort of melee weapons? Crypto weapons. Yeah, totally. And what sort of ranged weapons? Okay. Yeah, I'll allow that. What does it require? Requires 1 ingredient. I mean, I don't know what the ingredient is. I'm guessing maybe some steel. Probably plasteel. Or maybe it's a mending pack, the same as, I mean, if we look at the complex apparel, it says requires 1 ingredient. I mean, it'll actually tell me if I look here. Consumes A, where A is any of a weapon. Oh, that mend simple, mend complex. Okay, I don't know what's required for that, but we're going to mend up these miniguns so that they're ready for us. And I'd like to, if possible, get a couple of people to equip them. Who has the bestest shooting, and can we do anything with that? 13.33. All right, so what happens? Cannot equip normal. Okay, so I could equip it. All right, well, that's a thing that's going to happen. So they're attacking immediately, a group of Nords people. There are quite a few of them, including one paladin. Okay. A heavily armored healer, that's a paladin. Let's get everyone lined up in their defensive positions. Is there anyone down here nearby to this? Yeah, Billy, go ahead, mate, and grab this minigun. I want to see if we can get this lined up. Who else was that just ran by? It was Church. And Giggles, do you want to grab one as well? And then if you want to head to your defensive position, please. And then Giggles, if you grab this, and we'll switch them. There we go. And then head to your defensive position as well, please. A bulk goods trader is passing by, and it looks like... Also, where am I? I'm hearing gunfire here somewhere. Who are you shooting at? Oh, right, it's my turrets. Fantastic. Oh my god, they're doing a good job. A great job. These guys are freaking out. Oh no, I know what they're doing. So they're freaking out, but then they're going to go and try and... Oh my god, look at these. Just absolutely sniping these people. This guy's probably going to punch this to death and then die of explosion. And we've got some traders coming in, which hopefully will not get in the way of what's going on here. I love how I'm like, oh my god, I wonder what the gunshots are. Well, here we are. Here we are. Yep. Lovely jubbly. Wally, what are you doing? You're just wandering about? Okay, it does look like they're going to take down one of my cannons, which is a bit of a shame, because these are bloody expensive. Oh dear, it didn't explode. That is also a shame. Do we want to go and attack them? Yeah, we do. We do. Let's come out, guys. Let's come out. I mean, these guys aren't terribly armed, so we should be able to just slide... Oh my god, Wolf. Sorry, Wally. Okay, so let's just... mosey on up here. We're probably going to smash Wally in the face. Great. They are now fleeing, and we should be able to crack another one. Let's see if we can get this white gazelle. Yeah, great. That's fantastic. Let's keep doing that, shall we? Oh, we killed her. Okay, well, we killed them all. None of them managed to survive. There was a wriggler down there, but unfortunately, they are dead. So let's select these and forbid them all. I couldn't be bothered bringing them in. Let's just flat out ignore them. We've got more important stuff to do. You guys can go about your business. And Eric, where are you? Let's see what these people have on offer. If they have some gold, we will absolutely buy it. Hello, how are you? Would you like to buy an insane amount of bear meat? No? Okay. Would you like to sell me some gold? You would not. Okay, that's a shame. I got a little bit excited there for a moment. You would not like to buy any of my slaves. That's totally fine. Or prisoners. They're not actually slaves. They're just prisoners. You've got some clothing, which I don't care for. You have 1,653 silver, which I do care for. Would you like to 2,561 for a persona core? Get a feck. I will totally buy 155 of your unrefined magicite. I'm going to sell you a bunch of stuff that I don't care for. So that includes some alpaca wool, sheep wool, megasloth, cow fur, bear skin, wolf skin, panthera, plain leather, dog leather, light leather, bird skin, and patch leather. You can have all of that shit. Would you also like to sell me some components? Why not, I would say. And then would you like to buy some bear meat? Thank you very much. That looks like a good trade. I'm going to go out and say that looks like a pretty good trade. You know what? You can have this insect meat if you want it. Yeah, okay. Because we don't have any animals at the moment, and we don't need to make any kibbles, so you may as well give that to me. Let's do that, and then let's see what we can do about hauling this in urgently, if you would be so kind. And then how much do we have? We have 404. So we could make another Gem of Arcane Insight, although we need 500 for that, which we're just shy of. No? Okay, so we have 482 Magicite. Ideally, I want 500, and they want another 400. So I need 900 Magicite in order to be able to do what I want to do. Do I go digging? I could go digging. I could go digging and getting some Magicite. I don't know if I want to, however. Okay, Nika has joined. That's fantastic. Welcome aboard. Grab yourself a room, and we will also give you a weapon. Also, I will grab your... Here's what I'm going to do. Grab this charge rifle, Giggles, to replace your doobly what's it. And who else was it? Billy? Okay, you grab this good one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually move those miniguns onto a shelf up here. That seems like a logical, smart and sensible, and we'll put it back a little bit. We've not got enough steel, but that's okay. The drill is running. So we're going to get that up there, and then we'll put the miniguns on it. And that way, if we do have a squishy mob coming at us, then we can just roll over, grab those. In fact, I'm going to have a couple up here. We can roll over, grab a minigun instead of our charge rifle, and then like that. That's the sound that it makes when you fire a minigun. I promise, it really is. Bucky has joined us as well. Welcome aboard, Bucky. It's good to see you. And if you would like to punch that, that is totally fine. Now, we do need to make some armor for these guys, but that is dependent on us being able to make advanced components, which cost, what was it, 3? Okay, so man, we're not going to be able to make many, but it's okay. It's okay. We can at least make some. Now, let's go ahead and set this guy so we can clear all, and then critical, and then a minigun. Boom. And we'll set that one as soon as we can as well. How are we doing for drilly time? Drilly? Where is drill? Drill not exist. How about this drill? Is someone drilling? Someone has been drilling, but is not currently drilling. That's totally fine. Nika and I tell you what. Nika is already starting to skill up, which is fantastic. Bucky is a doctor. I didn't even realize. As is Nika. Hello. 6 points. So I'm going to take Bucky off because I don't want you doing that. And then 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Oops. Whoop, 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 whoop. And these can all be set up to 1 as well. Okay, so Bucky. What you got? You've got some wardening skills. That's totally okay. You've got some very poor harvesting skills, so let's ignore that. You can do some training, and then from there, you're going to just be a dog's body. actually. 4 intellectual is not enough to do any of that, so just go ahead and haul and clean, and you are good to go. Nika from the barrel. You can do handling, but we don't have any animals, so don't bother. You can do some hunting, that's totally fine. You do not do harvesting, your skill is too poor. You can also do training, and then dog's body. How's your intellectual? 2. Okay, so both of these guys, with the exception of the doctoring up here, which is very handy, I have to say, and I'm very happy to have it on board, both of you guys are basically going to be doing hauling and cleaning. And, oh, hold the phone. Hold. Mining, drilling. If there's no cleaning, go ahead and do some drilling. Fantastic. Okay, so let's keep an eye on these guys and see what they do. There's Truge pulling up some steel for us. She didn't actually complete that, which is actually quite irritating. She came up, drilled for about 30 seconds, and then has obviously gone to drill at a different deep drill. Okay, well that doesn't make sense, Truge, but it's okay. We do need some Hoosranium, of which we currently have 201. Bucky, how you doing? Practicing martial arts? Well, I'd prefer it if you guys were actually making yourself useful, but that's okay. Hauling horse meat to stockpile number whatever. Let's change this. Let's rename this stockpile. Can I not? Can I not rename this stockpile? I was absolutely sure that I could. Oh yeah, it's right there. It says rename. Let's say fridge. Okay. And this one should be deep storage, deep freeze. Deep freezer. Okay, thank you. How are we looking for corn? We're okay. As we are increasing our personnel, however, I think it might be a good idea to allow us to start making some more rice. I think that's a good idea. We've got 1 structural beam done. What do we need for this one? Some gold. Okay, we're not going to be able to make that anytime soon. And the advanced components in here, we're not going to be able to make them anytime soon. 14 gold remaining. What I really, really want is... Who's doing scanning? Giggles, where are you at? What are you doing? Researching? Okay, mate. Okay. Research needs to take a back seat. Yeah, it needs to take a back seat. I'm going to let someone else take care of that. Actually... Let's just turn it down a notch. So you do scanning first and then research. I mean, there's no point researching all of the ship components if we can't, you know... Wait, Giggles, why are you cleaning? Cleaning trash? Why don't you leave that for Bucky and Nika, mate? Bucky and Nika, what are you guys doing? Cleaning trash, cleaning dirt, cleaning trash, practicing... Nika, mate, we've got better things to do here. But the fact that we're all getting down into the cleaning area is great. I'm very happy to see that. A bulk goods trader, that has been and gone, so that's totally fine. Don't worry about it. Deeper understanding of magic. A shuttle crash. Hello. Hello. Strapping. What are you, strapping young man? You are a technomancer. Techno Viking, hello. Eric? No. Giggles, because you're going to need to... You're going to need to look after... Do I rescue? Independent. Fuck that. Capture. These guys didn't make it, and this ship can be deconstructed for goodies, and it looks like this Muffalo is probably going to die as well. Strapping, how you doing? Bleeding out in 7 hours. We should be able to get you back in time. Eric is deconstructing this, and it yielded some steel and components, which is fine. Sugar is... oh, hello. Well, that's a bit of a shame. Sugar is no longer inspired. Strapping, how you doing? Bleeding out in 4 hours. Giggles, are you taking care of that? Yes, you are. Okie dokie. Pig and a pokey. Let's just make sure that you're looking okay. You're looking good. You're looking great. You're looking fine. Prisoner, recruit. I didn't even look at his bio, honestly. Mining. That's fine. That's fine. So what we're basically going to do is we're going to get a technomancer online, and we will also get someone who we can basically... I'm happy with just saying, hey, Strapping, just go and work on the turrets all day long. That might be fun. Nika, you've got a couple of points available here. You've got Shadow Strike. Instantly moves the attacker behind the target and delivers devastating single target attack. That sounds fun. Nightshade. Coat your weapons and all projectiles in Nightshade Toxin. Each attack will apply a portion of the Nightshade Toxin. That sounds cool. And what is this? Veil of Shadows. Throws a concoction that cloaks the caster and surrounding area in smoke and shadows. Caster gains the Cloak of Shadows invisibility, and the shadow cloud will prevent targeting from automated system and reduces the accuracy of ranged attacks. Yes. Yes. That sounds very... I mean, this is probably actually... no, I don't want that. What I do... Like, this sounds great, Veil of Shadows, right? Now, I can imagine if I put Nika up on the front line, and Nika then gets shot at... Nika activates this power, this shadow power. If you read that power, and if I'm correct in the way that I look, listen, game, stop messing with me when I'm clicking on this button. Thank you. If I'm reading this correctly, then as a shadow, throw a concoction that cloaks the caster and the surrounding area in smoke and shadows. Right? Will prevent targeting from automated systems and reduce the accuracy of ranged attacks by 60%. Now, does that mean our outgoing ranged attacks, or is it just incoming ranged attacks? Because if it's incoming and we're standing here and we've got a bunch of dudes coming in trying to murder us, then yeah, I mean, obviously that'd be great to reduce the amount of shit that they can do to us. I guess we may as well check out Shadow Strike. I mean, what's your... Shooting is great. So what does this do? Moves the attacker behind the target and delivers a devastating single target attack. The attacker gains 5s of haste. The attacker will return to the location they initiated the attack after 5 seconds. Gonna need to get Nika some armor for that to be worthwhile, but that could be fun to see as well. Okay, alright, so 2 new people. We've got a third one on the way in the form of strapping. 2 of them are magical people, which is great. 1 of our ship components, 2 of our ship components. Hello, ship engine. That's fantastic. All we needed was a little bit of plasteel, uranium. Yeah, look, gold, again, limiting factor, and I threw it all away on a goddamn mecha golem. I'm still kicking myself about that, but you know what? Sometimes you make mistakes, and sometimes that's okay. Friends, thanks for joining me today. I'll see you next time.